Hello everybody, welcome. We are here at Disney Springs trying out another new restaurant that we've never been to before. It's Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill. And surprisingly, we've never been here before. We've walked past it a million times. I didn't even know Wolfgang Puck was still relevant. But apparently he is. We looked at the menu, it looks awesome. So we're gonna give it a shot today. So hang on tight, it's gonna be fun. I'm hoping for some delicious food. There's one particular dessert we looked at ahead of time. We don't usually get dessert, but we might have to get it today. So let's get going. While we're waiting for our reservation, let's talk a little bit about Wolfgang Puck. I really didn't know that he was still kind of relevant. I mean, I've seen him periodically in different TV shows and things, and I know he's got a lot of restaurants still. But I feel like does anybody remember Emerald back in the day?
You take some green onions and you go bam, bam, and you go bam, 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 bam. There you have it like that, all right?
Bam! Kick it up a notch. He was super famous. I feel like around the same time Wolfgang Puck was like really hitting his stride. But I feel like Emerald has like disappeared from the scene, but apparently Wolfgang Puck is still hanging in there. And again, we walked by this restaurant so many times, we've just never pulled the trigger and gone in. And so I'm excited to do it today. Wolfgang Puck is Austrian, comes from Austria. His cooking style is apparently very California. He introduced created California cuisine, I guess. And he's been taking it all over the world. He's also inspired like French cooking. And so I'm not usually a huge fan of French cuisine, so I don't know what to expect, but when I looked at the menu, they had a pretty good sampling of different things, but I saw a lot of Italian dishes on there, and I am a sucker for Italian food, so I have high hopes for this restaurant. I hope it doesn't let me down, and I don't think it was like super overly priced. So this will be our first time ever eating at a Wolfgang Puck restaurant. He's a Michelin star chef, tons of awards, lots of restaurants, is on all over TV, so I'm gonna cross my fingers, but I'm curious, has anybody watching this video actually already been to Wolfgang Puck? If you have, put something down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and see what your thoughts are, and what you tried and what you thought was good, what you thought was bad. Maybe you're not a fan. So yeah, hit that comment below and let us know. Well, it's time for our reservation, so let's head on over. If you don't know where Wolfgang Puck is located, it's obviously here in Disney Springs, as we said earlier, but it's right across from Chicken Guy. So if you park at the orange parking garage and then come down that escalator, it's right up here on the right over by Planet Hollywood and the Coca-Cola store. It's not really hidden, I guess, but it's very dark over here. So it can be kind of hard to see at nighttime. But again, there's Chicken Guy right there on the right. And then Wolfgang Puck is right up here on the left. You can see the Coca-Cola store in the background. Right next to Wolfgang Puck is a little gelato bar where they actually have some grab-and-go snacks, some grab-and-go food. They even have like a pulled pork sandwich. It's a little outdoor area you can kind of grab some food at, or just kind of grab it and go. But this is all part of Wolfgang Puck, so there's a lot of the foods and things are going to be like grab-and-go style versions of what you can get inside. But it's a really cool night right now. There's lots of entertainment going on. Dancing Under the Stars is happening. You can see big Planet Hollywood, so just look for Planet Hollywood. And then right across from that is Wolfgang Puck right here. So we're gonna head on in, and I'm excited.
So we just sat down. It's super amber lighting in here. I feel like it feels cozy and pretty, and it's not like really bright. I don't know if it's this dark during the daytime. I would say it probably is, but I like it. It's very like wooden and like factory-ish, but not really. I don't know what to say. Industrial/wood, but not industrial. I don't know what to call this, but it's like we're inside of like a business. I don't know. A barn / there's metal things over there. I don't know. But it's really pretty. Even the chandeliers are like metal and kind of like modern. But it's really cute. And I guess Italian vibes, because I do see like Italian-y pictures along the side. I don't think if I didn't see the pictures I wouldn't know that this was Italian, but it is. And I also didn't think I knew until I came in that Wolfgang Puck was an Italian cook. I didn't know. Did you know? Oh, just kidding. He's not. It's California and French cuisine, but
He's Austrian, right?
and he's Austrian. But like I feel like everything looks
Yeah, it feels
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the impression I'm getting right now. So we'll see what the food's like.
Yeah, I totally agree. To me, it felt very Italian food to me too. I'm definitely not getting French vibes. I'm also not really getting California vibes, but maybe again, I guess maybe I don't really know what California cooking is, but it feels Italian because I feel like there's a lot of pasta stuff. They've got the pizzas and they got a big wine list, so it just feels Italian. And she did tell us that all the pastas are made in-house here. She said pretty much most everything is made from scratch here at this restaurant, so that's really interesting. Well, let's take a look at the menu. First thing I'm noticing is it is a nice menu. It's like a hard plastic. It's got like some like rubber stuff here. It's a pretty nice menu, and this is just the drink menu. Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill. It does have a bar, so they have a bunch of handcrafted cocktails here. Show Me Love, Maleficent's Curse. So they have a couple of like Disney-inspired drinks here. They do have some mocktails. Our waitress actually did call out the fact that they have a pretty good amount of mocktails there. House-made sangria, canned cocktails, ciders, some beers, some draft beers, and things like that. And then, of course, with any nice, fancy restaurant, you're going to have a large wine list by the glass or by the bottle. They've got whites and reds. I'm seeing things upwards of $120 a bottle here. $156 a bottle, but also things that are only maybe $40 a bottle, so not too bad. You see the back of the menu here. It's like a bunch of grapes for a vineyard, I'm assuming. I actually saw a picture on the wall of Wolfgang Puck at a vineyard. I'm going to assume his own vineyard that he tends and maybe makes wine from, so I'm going to assume that's probably his thing. All right, now let's take a look at the main menu. I noticed it says Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, and it says, we strive, oh yeah, sweet. It says, we strive to partner with local farmers and fishermen whenever possible, or wherever possible, so that's good. So look at the appetizers. They've got grilled garlic bread. Now, I haven't seen any bread on people's tables other than this grilled garlic bread that you do have to pay for, but it's only $5. The people next to us actually have it. It looks really good with the smoked tomato butter. They have a bruschetta, which she said was here when they actually opened the restaurant. Chicken wings, lots of different things there. They've got salads, Chinese chicken salad. That sounds interesting. Burrata salad. The side dish is creamy mac and cheese, roasted cauliflower, and they have a loaded cauliflower. Yukon mashed french fries and Tuscan roasted potatoes with garlic, chili, and rosemary, only $8. Wow, that sounds really good. They also have wood-fired pizza. Now, I did see that they have a wood-fired grill over there. I did see some of the pizzas coming out, and man, it looked so good. I don't really want to get one of the pizzas because we're here and it's kind of a fancy restaurant, but man, the pizza actually looked really good. I think you can get some of these pizzas out there at the window, so maybe that'll be an option going forward. And then they have pastas, spaghetti, meatballs, yum, 4-cheese ravioli, and a fettuccine. And then the main entrees, roasted sea bass. I'm going to be interested to see if this comes out like a whole fish or not, if we get one of those. Red snapper, Scottish salmon, prime burger, chicken wiener schnitzel, which apparently they're famous for, and the pork chop. And there's a lot of things on the menu that actually look really good to me. Now, our waitress did actually mention to us, she said that they have a smoked salmon pizza, which apparently is like a Wolfgang Puck famous thing. Like it was one of the things that like put him on the map. She said it's not on the menu, but you can order it. So I'm like, really? Smoked salmon pizza? Apparently it's a hidden item on the menu. I don't know, it sounds kind of interesting, but if you're interested and you're adventurous, it sounds pretty cool. All right, so our waitress just came. She was very informative. She's very helpful. She had a lot of good information about the menu. And we did just order an appetizer. We weren't initially going to order an appetizer, but I have to tell you, the waitress really convinced us. She was really selling that bruschetta. She said that it is something that was here when they first opened this restaurant, and it's been on the menu since. Actually, the people sitting right next to us, she said, were here 5 years ago, and I think the restaurant's been here for 5 years. I feel like it's been longer than that, but she said they were here 5 years ago, and they loved the bruschetta so much, and they said they couldn't wait to come back and try it again. And they also just told me that it was awesome. So I was like, hey, you know what? I may have to get it, even though I really wasn't going to get an appetizer because I'm trying to save room for dessert that they have, which looks really good. We don't usually get dessert. So I ended up getting the bruschetta. But she did tell me, and she sold me on it because she said you can just get a half portion of bruschetta. And since this one over here doesn't really like tomatoes, I was like, I don't know that I want to get a whole order because she's not going to eat it. I'm not going to be able to eat that much of it, and I'm going to be full. So when she said we could do the half order, I was sold on that. I don't know what the price of the half order is going to be. It's $16 for the whole order, which is 4 pieces of bruschetta. This one, the half order was 2. But it just actually showed up, and I want you to take a look at this. It looks so good. It says it has marinated tomatoes, mozzarella, pesto, aioli, and ciabatta bread. $16. And it looks so good. I can't wait to try this. They said it's supposedly, people say it's the best that they've ever had. That's a big statement because a lot of places have bruschetta that's really good. So I don't know, let's try it. All right, here we go. I got high hopes. I've been talking up a big game. Let's see if it actually comes through or not. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, this is good. It's living up to the hype. I'm actually a fan. The ciabatta bread is really crispy. It's got a great crunch to it. And that pesto aioli, you can kind of see that green sauce on there. And the mozzarella, it's like fresh mozzarella. If you've ever had like fresh mozzarella, but it's like the mozzarella that's like kind of like wet still. Oh, I don't know, almost like cottage cheese, but not like the same as cottage cheese. I don't know how to describe it. But I love it because like the tomatoes and everything on top are all so nice and they're cold and fresh against that crispy, warm ciabatta bread on top. The flavor profile is just killing it. Nice and, I mean, the flavor of the tomato, the mozzarella, and that salty, garlicky pesto flavor. Oh, yum, it's so good. They did not steer me wrong, I'm telling you. This bruschetta rocks. Woo, I was only going to eat one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop myself.
I'm down here. I don't know how to tilt it. If he calls it, somebody tell him that it's called bruschetta, not bruschetta, or whatever he's saying. I don't care. He's going to argue, but just, it's bruschetta.
Si dice bruschetta perché?
It's definitely not bruschetta.
So I didn't know what I was going to get. I asked the waitress, I was thinking about getting the roasted sea bass, but I asked her if it had skin on it, and she said it does. And that is a no-no for me. I do not want skin on my fish, so I did not get it. Also, the roasted cauliflower sounded really good, and they have loaded roasted cauliflower. I would have loved both. I would have probably got it not loaded. I love cauliflower. It's one of my favorite things. But I did not get either of those. I got, the other thing I wanted was the wild mushroom pizza, which surprisingly is only $19. I feel like that's really cheap. It has fontina, roasted garlic, and marjoram. Marjoram? I don't know. She said that was an herb. So I don't know. It sounds really good, and I love mushroom pizza. It has like a garlic olive oil base, not like a red sauce, which I also love. So I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna try my pizza. They set it down. I ordered my pizza well done. I just am weird like that. I order everything well done, pretty much. So it looks well done. The bottom, it feels like floury, not floury, but like those little like beads. What are those? Not cornmeal.
Yeah, I think it's cornmeal.
It might be cornmeal. It kind of what it feels like on the bottom of my hand. So I don't know. We'll see. The flavor is really, really good. I love the taste of the mushrooms. I definitely taste garlic and olive oil. It is so good. I like that it's well done. I feel like if it wasn't well done, see, it's still like falling down, but that's because it's super, super thin. It's actually crusty. I mean, you can't hear that, but so it's good. But if I hadn't got it well done, I think I would have thought it wasn't done enough, and it would have bothered me. So I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I feel like Robert Irvine is always talking about how the pizza should kind of hold up, and you can kind of see like how it's not like super floppy. Again, I don't know if it's because she ordered it well done or not, but I mean, honestly, the crust looks really good. Can I try a bite? I just stole a piece. Honestly, that's a good piece of pizza, especially for a non-red sauce pizza. The crust is amazing. Do you like the crust? She's oh wait, let me flip it back around because she's getting into the crust. What's her favorite part of the pizza?
The crust is really good. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Papa John's, but with cornmeal instead of flour.
I know you did not just compare Wolfgang Puck wood-fired pizza to Papa John's.
I don't know, like the crust does up here. I tried dipping it into Steve's spaghetti sauce. He's going to like that because it tastes like straight tomatoes. I do not like tomatoes. I dipped it in there. I was like, not for me. But yeah, I absolutely love this pizza.
I'm a fan. And I don't even like mushrooms that much. I also don't like pizzas that much that don't have red sauce. But that pizza is actually really good. All right, so the dish that I got, I decided to go straight Italian. I went with the spaghetti and meatballs. I'm a big fan of pasta just in general. And they did say that the pasta was freshly made here. So we're going to see how it is. I like dry pasta. I like fresh pasta. It really doesn't matter to me, but they said it was fresh. They said it was a big deal. She said it's nothing special other than just classically made, classically executed, but it's an awesome dish. So I'm excited to give this a try. Spaghetti. I also did the addition of meatballs on it. So it was $21 for the spaghetti, and it was an additional $8 for the meatballs. $8 extra for the meatballs is kind of a lot, so I'm hoping they're good meatballs. I'm okay with that as long as it's good and not some busted frozen meatball on top. I don't think it's going to be frozen here, so we'll find out. But the spaghetti says it has tomatoes, basil, garlic, Parmesan Reggiano, and I did actually ask for extra sauce. She's going to put it on the side because I have to have extra sauce with my pasta. I'm a sauce person. I love extra sauce on pasta. So I can tell it's fresh pasta. You can just tell by the shape of it. You can tell by the texture. I mean, I'm scooping this stuff up, twirling it around. I mean, it just looks amazing. And honestly, there's a ton of sauce on this thing. I almost always have to have extra sauce. I don't even know if I need it on this one because there's so much sauce. It looks amazing. You can tell that they toss this thing in the sauce versus like putting the pasta on and then dumping the sauce on top, which really is a no-no. You should always add the pasta into the sauce when the sauce is cooking because that's where it sort of finishes cooking and absorbs all that delicious, rich flavor from the sauce into the actual noodles. That's why you leave the noodles a little al dente so that they have a little bit of extra time to cook. And like, because if you cook the pasta all the way and then add the sauce, none of the sauce can get into the pasta because it's completely expanded. It's not drawing in any more liquid. And so when you leave it a little bit al dente, put it in that sauce, finish it off there. I can already tell they did that and it looks phenomenal. I'm so excited. There's some nice chunks of like tomato and stuff in here. The meatballs actually look really good. Cutting into the meatball, it definitely doesn't look like a frozen meatball, and it's kind of just like falling apart. And I can see there's little bit of like texture inside the meatball. So I don't know, maybe some sort of like onions or celery or something. And again, a good telltale sign for me with the meatball is when it kind of falls apart as you're cutting it. Man, it looks really good. So let's give it a rip. I did get some Parmigiano Reggiano on the side, but I'm not going to add it just yet. I want to just give the pasta all by itself. See how this goes. Man, these are long pasta noodles. It's going to be kind of hard to do. Let's see what happens. Oh man, it looks good. So you got the steam coming off of there. It smells good. Oh.
Here's the pitch to Serrano. He swings and drives from the deep left. Way back. This ball is gone. Yeah!
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my goodness, I love it. The pasta noodles are cooked perfectly. They are not overcooked. I was a little worried. Fresh pasta is really easy to overcook. And man, they just nailed it. And those flavors are amazing. Oh my goodness, I love this. I want to try the meatball now. I want to give it a rip. I mean, it looks fantastic. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just awesome. The meatball's fantastic. It's got a great flavor to it. Ooh, it's got a little bit of spiciness to the meatball. I'm surprised. Wasn't expecting that. It's a great meatball. Not my favorite meatball that I've ever had. I've had some really great meatballs in my time. But it's definitely up there at the top. And I got 3 meatballs. I thought maybe I only get 1. $8 for those 3 meatballs. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe. Probably still worth it. Because they're pretty good. Oh my God. I don't know. I love this. I don't think I'm going to have to add any extra sauce. I love it. I'll probably try to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan on it, see if it changes the flavor at all, but it's a great dish. I don't feel like it's too tomatoey. She mentioned it being a little tomatoey. I'm curious, actually. She dipped it in the sauce that I got on the side. I'm curious if it just tastes a little bit different by itself. No, not really. It's still really good, but I've said this before, for me, a great pasta sauce is really just tomatoes, salt, oil, a little bit of pepper, garlic, and maybe some basil. I don't need anything else in a pasta sauce. For me, that's my favorite type of pasta sauce, homemade. I really dig this. I think it's great, and that basil's cutting through. This is fabulous. Okay, it's dessert time, and I'm going to be honest. When we were looking at the menus and trying to decide what restaurant we wanted to come to, this particular dessert item was what cinched it for us. We saw that on the menu they have a house-made carrot cake, and we are big fans of carrot cake. It's kind of a dessert that you don't usually see at restaurants. And it says it has a cream cheese icing, candied walnuts, and a caramel sauce. It's $12. I cannot wait to try this thing out. But I did want to also mention that they had other desserts that were not on the online menu. I kept seeing desserts walk by, and I'm like, I don't remember anything on the menu that looked like that. So I'm going to show the menu, but she did say that the menu does change. It's kind of like they have the menu's always kind of updating, so you're going to want to check before you come to see if anything has changed. She said sometimes the carrot cake actually changes during the summer months, where they do like a coconut pineapple version of the carrot cake, for it's kind of like the spring flavors versus the fall flavors. So let's take a look at all the stuff that's maybe not on the online menu. So right there is the house-made carrot cake, but they have a Basque cheesecake, which I believe was on the online menu, chocolate lava cake, a layered chocolate cake, a giant warm chocolate chip cookie that decided that it didn't want to focus. This definitely was not on the online menu. Vanilla gelato, caramel sauce, and powdered sugar. I think it comes in like a deep dish pie tin. I saw somebody with that. Gelato tasting, sorbet tasting, and then they have different cocktails and things that you can get. I'm still eating, and I told her, I said, we got to order the carrot cake now, because after a few more bites of this, I'm not going to want to eat the carrot cake, and I need to force myself to just buy it and get it now.
It's bruschetta.
It's really not bruschetta. It's bruschetta. I prefer bruschetta. That's what I used to always say bruschetta, but I got corrected one day. And so now it's always bruschetta.
The carrot cake just got here. Carrot cake is my favorite dessert in the world. It looks good. It doesn't look like carrot cake. If they would have sat this down, I'd have been like, this is some sort of caramel-like cake. But it's carrot cake. I don't know. It looks like there's little crumbles over here. Here's the gelato. There's some sort of cream. There's the caramel sauce. I don't know. I'm excited. It doesn't taste like carrot cake. No, but it's good. It's because she said there's like a citrus hint in it, and I definitely taste the citrus. But I still really like this. But to me, it doesn't taste like carrot cake. We'll see what Steve thinks.
Okay, well, she said it doesn't really taste like carrot cake, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to give it a rip. I'm going to do it without the ice cream, though. I don't want that to throw everything off. Yeah, you're right. It tastes more like, it almost tastes like a, it's very cinnamon. Like it tastes almost like Thanksgiving, pie. It doesn't really taste like a pumpkin pie, it doesn't taste like a pecan pie, but it tastes like something like that. It's got those flavors, which I like, but it's definitely not giving me like carrot cake vibes. I don't know what kind of ice cream that is, but it has like a caramel flavor, so maybe it's like a caramel ice cream. But yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I like it, but it doesn't taste carrot cake to me. I don't even know that I'm getting that citrus flavor you're talking about. It's really good. I love it a lot, but it's not carrot cake for me. So it's disappointing in that I was really ready in the mood for carrot cake. Carrot cake just has a distinct flavor profile, and this doesn't have any of that. Yeah.
The sauce on top, the caramel sauce or whatever it is, tastes very Thanksgiving-y. It's very strong. I feel like that's helping give a Thanksgiving flavor. What is that? What's in your pie that you make? It tastes like that. It tastes like that. That's what it reminds. Steve makes this amazing pecan cheesecake. I don't know if that's what he calls it officially, but it's really good. Like, people ask for it every year. First, the flavor profile of this reminds me of that. So, I don't know.
Wow, what did you think of Wolfgang Puck? What did you think?
It was really good, and I will be back. Just, we won't get the carrot cake next time.
Yeah, we'll get the carrot cake.
The pumpkin cake.
Only because we don't usually get desserts.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of, usually don't have a lot of space
No.
to eat dessert, so we really tried.
I can't breathe. I ate so much.
I held back on my main dish and the appetizer stuff because I was expecting the dessert.
Same.
So if we were to come back, I probably wouldn't do an app,
Yeah.
and probably wouldn't do dessert. I'd probably just do the main dish because the main dishes were so freaking good. Oh my goodness! And there was other people at the tables next to us. I saw the rigatoni, I saw the fish, I saw the steak. Everything looked phenomenal. They did also mention that Wolfgang Puck does come here periodically. She said he's a super great, humble guy. She said he'll probably be, I think she said for Oktoberfest he's going to be here. And they do like apparently long family style tables, and they have special chefs come in and all this stuff. So we're going to have to be on the lookout. She said check social media for that. Overall, I loved it. I'm actually shockingly surprised at how much I loved it. I will definitely be back. So let us know what you think of Wolfgang Puck. Have you been here? If you haven't, you're missing out. I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. Loved it. So hope you're still enjoying these food reviews. We're going to keep doing them. Let us know what you think. Hit us in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share. Till we see you next time, the Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.